Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about getting a teen ready for a wedding. Now my teen here is usually into stage makeup because she dances. However, mom requested very light makeup for her wedding day. So mom was getting married. And at first she didn't want anything too much done with the makeup as well as her eyebrows, and as you can see she has beautifully full eyebrows. So what I simply did was I used my lighter shade of foundation because I usually use foundation instead of concealer, and I outlined her natural brow. And what I did after, when I got the desired shape that I wanted below and that very sharp line, I then buffed that out onto the rest of the eyelid and make sure that I combed her eyebrow hairs all the way up so that everything is neat and uniformed. Mom did give me the okay to trim any excess hairs that were sticking out and looking very unruly, so we just did a very minor trim with our scissors. Once I realized that all the hair was in place and we were happy with the outcome, because she did not want any product at all on the eyebrows given that her daughter has full eyebrows already. Alright, so I like to go back in and just really make sure that everything is defined. So that is what you would see happening here. Once I know I get that sharp line to ensure that we have a very neat brows, and I was satisfied with that, I just buffed out the rest onto her eyelid. Moving on to skin prep. Now her skin is very young, very youthful and very beautiful, and skincare is one of the first things that you should prioritize when getting into makeup, no matter what age you are at. But as a teenager, you want to make sure and prioritize that so that you maintain healthy and happy skin for a longer period of time. So once I got her skincare down, which was priming her face, moisturizing, I then went ahead and I sculpted her eyebrows from the top using her shade of foundation to carve out her eyebrows from the top to give it a much more sculpted and natural looking finish, almost as though you just went to get your eyebrows waxed. Alright, and as a person starting off with makeup as a teenager, I would say begin with the basics. Begin with products that are like BB creams or very lightweight product, as to minimize any damage on the skin. Next, I'm going underneath her eyebrows and I'm going in with a lighter shade of foundation, and we are going to highlight her face and just brighten up that entire face area with that highlight, because even though we are doing something natural and something very light, we want to ensure that all of it looks well blended and it also complements her face shape and the outcome that mom wants. So I'm just using my concealer blending brush to just blend out all of those highlighted areas, just to give her face a lift. So once you're doing makeup on younger skin, you want to look for products that won't clog your pores, products that are lightweight. So prioritize looking for brands that are natural and skin friendly ingredients at all times. So so as to preserve, like I said earlier, to preserve that youthful, bright, wonderful looking skin that we usually have as teenagers. Once we got her highlights down pack, I then moved on to blending her shade of foundation on the rest of her face, and I applied very little product on her face because her face barely had any hyperpigmentation, or it didn't also have any marks or any acne scars. So that made this process a lot more seamless in the sense that we were able to accomplish mom's goal of very minimal, very youthful, and very vibrant and radiant looking skin for her daughter. So I'm gonna show you on this side of the cheek how much product we really added. I just added one swipe, and what I did is I just spread it across the cheek and blended it all out with that highlighted shade, not going in with too much foundation because we want to maintain glowy, glassy skin as to ensure that her skin remains looking youthful and vibrant. The next product that I did move on to was setting powder. And for setting powder, I did use my trusted Sacha Buttercup in the shade Light. And I am just highlighting those areas, or baking those areas that we would have highlighted with the lighter shade of foundation earlier on. The next thing that we moved on to was contouring her face, or just simply bronzing her face, because I didn't go in very dark, and I did use my Sacha Pro Powder Foundation palette for this, and I just went in with one shade lighter than her skin complexion as to just bring back color and balance to her face and her face structure. Next, I am just sculpting her nose bridge and the size of her nose as well, because what we want to do is to make sure that every part of the face is sculpted to the way we want it to. You want to maintain structure, brightness, highlight, and balance with the face. So when you are doing your youthful teenage makeup, you want to make sure and add very minimal makeup, and that goes across the board for foundation and powders. Very minimal makeup as to maintain that youthful appearance. So once you are happy with all of that, I then went ahead and brushed off all of that excess setting powder that we had there because we don't need it. I added just a little touch of blush, and I used a very light pink blush as to make her cheeks appear much more rosy, so that when she smiles, she has that very radiant glow about her. I also did go ahead and add a shimmer highlight to her cheekbone, a little bit above her cheekbone, her nose bridge, and just a little above the lips, because like I said, we were going for something very natural, very youthful, and as a person coming out or beginning makeup, this is one of the basic looks that can be your main foundation for any type of makeup look you want to do moving forward. So this look, I would say, is anyone can use it, not only a teenager, but anyone can use it to jumpstart their makeup routine for basic face. So you're going to work a day and you don't want too much makeup. This face is ideal for that. You're not a person that is into wearing lashes and stuff like that. This is gonna be ideal for your everyday work makeup. Perfect. What I ended up doing was I did go in with a very light shade of eyeshadow almost to complement her natural eye color. And we finished off this look with some lip gloss because, like we said, this is the very basic look of makeup, and the gloss just amplified her lip structure and brought out that radiant glow of the makeup look itself. For me, this makeup look is something that I usually even do on myself when I am running errands, or I feel like I just want a very simple look to rock. Not to mention, after you have finished doing your makeup, you want to make sure that it is sealed in place. And I like to go in with rose water, very basic rose water. And then on top of my rose water, I would add my setting spray or my fix-it spray, whichever you choose. And this is one of my secrets to ensuring that my makeup maintains that very natural youth-like finish. And I simply asked her, what was her favorite way to wear her hair so that she feels way more confident in her skin and seeing herself in natural makeup, because she is accustomed to stage makeup, which is very dramatic because of how she dances. And she opted for having her hair down, and you can see she's way more confident with her hair down. And let's get her final look at how she feels about this makeup. I think I was actually taking pictures here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this is her reaction here. She loves it. She likes the youthful finish, and Mom was ecstatic and very happy. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.